rising. I personally feel like you can watch every reading for the different places in your chart, because I feel like a lot of times messages do relate no matter what sign it's for. We have all 12 signs in our chart. So I feel like a lot of times the message for the specific house in my chart oftentimes matches with the sign reading, if you know what I mean. So, watch the ones that resonate with you. But this is for Taurus, specifically Sun, Moon, or Rising in the month of November, okay? So, make sure you like this video, subscribe to the page so you can be the first to know about readings that I do put up on the channel, all right? Also, I want to know what your goals are specifically in the area of love, Taurus, since that was the first thing that came up for you in the month of November. All right, so let's get started. All right, so the first thing I see, Taurus, here with the Four of Swords in reverse and the Lover's card in the upright for you in November is that you are looking forward to some forward movement in love. All right, you are anxious for this relationship to move forward. For a lot of you, you are seeking that security that is so important to you as an earth sign, and especially as a Taurus. Security in a relationship is everything. So you want to make sure that you are in tune with yourself and seeing not only if the relationship meets your needs, but that you're not rushing the relationship, because I do see that you are very anxious to see this relationship progress, that you are ready to move forward with your person. You believe that this is your person, and you are really hastily looking for this relationship to go to the next level. All right. For a lot of you, with this being the Lover's card, you are dealing with a divine counterpart. You are dealing with someone who is a soulmate, someone who you may have a long-term commitment with. But whatever the circumstance or the case is, I do see real love here for you, okay? So let's see what the universe has to say about this situation in your life at present, and what's going to happen in the month of November, all right? So I do see for a lot of you, you may have made the decision to not start something new with your person. You may have made the decision to break up, or you may have made the very difficult decision to walk away from a connection in the month of November. Now, I am also seeing for a lot of you that the reason why you made this decision may have been out of stubbornness. I see a lot of you butting heads. You may be involved with a Leo. You may be involved with an Aries, a Scorpio, or a Gemini. And I do also see a resistance possibly to clarify the Two of Wands, please. You may have had with the Page of Swords also in reverse here, there may have been a reluctance to communicate appropriately with this person. This person may have iced you off, or they may have made you feel as if you have to be the one to always communicate with them, but they don't give you that consideration back, all right? But here with the Eight of Cups in the upright and the Fool also in the reverse, I do see a stall here in communication and in the momentum of this relationship, all right? For some of you, you may have blocked this person. You may have blocked them from social media. For others of you, you may have decided to not fight for this situation or relationship anymore. And with this Page of Swords in the reverse, for some of you, this may indicate that they stopped communication with you. For others, this may indicate that you stopped communication with them, okay? But I am sensing also here with the Two of Wands that a lot of you made the very difficult decision to walk away from this connection. This could be because the person refused to see things your way. You may have refused to see their perspective. It could be a little bit of your stubbornness also kicking in, Taurus, that you may have stood your ground to the point where it pushed this other person away, or it made them feel as though that it was fruitless to try to communicate with you, that it was going nowhere. And so they may not have wanted to give up, or to walk away, but they may have walked away simply because they felt that they had to give up, that they had to stop trying, because it seemed that the way that you both were communicating just simply was not working. For some of you, this could also, for those of you who are single, who are not dealing with anyone at present, this could be that the communication stopped regarding a project that you were initially very excited about. And as a result of this communication coming to a halt, you may be questioning this person's credibility. You may be, questioning whether you should work with this person or initiate this project with this individual, okay? And we also have the Ten of Wands here clarifying this Page of Swords. So something about this communication, something about this dialogue with this person, or how you were communicating, for those of you that this resonates with regarding a relationship, okay? So I'm just going to cover those of you who are dealing with a relationship situation first, and then for those of you that this might represent something else, such as career, we'll get back to that in a couple of minutes. All right, so for those of you who are dealing with a relationship that this does represent, with this Ten of Wands, part of the reason why you may have decided to walk away is that you may have felt like the burden of communication was always on you, okay? So you may have felt like you were constantly chasing this person down. With the Lover's card also present here, this could indicate that you feel as if you were in a twin flame dynamic with this person. And for those of you who aren't familiar of what that is, or with what a twin flame is, it's basically when you are with someone who the universe has destined you to be with, that is like your other half, that you often feel like is a part of you, all right, in a healthy way. And twin flames are a whole other subject that I'll probably have to make a separate video on completely to begin with. But just for sake of this reading, it could be a twin flame. It could also be a divine counterpart for some of you, all right? But we're going to move on. But for a lot of you, you may have felt like you were constantly chasing this person. You may have felt like you were doing essentially all of the work or carrying most of the burden in this relationship. And that may have prompted you to make the very difficult choice to walk away, all right? With the Seven of Wands here that just popped up as well, for you, I also feel that for a lot of you, this connection is not over. The other person may surprise you by coming back. You may get midnight texts. You may get a text late at night from this person when they are off of your mind, and they might indicate that they want to work on this relationship as well, okay? So for a lot of you also, this could represent you. For a lot of you, this is just a message from the universe to prompt you to not be so stubborn, to not push away true love out of your life, okay? Because with this Seven of Wands here, I do believe that you do desire to fight for this connection, that this is something that the both of you truly want, and the universe does not want you to allow a toxic mindset or a stubborn attitude to get in the way of you receiving the love that you deserve, okay? So also with the Three of Pentacles here in the upright, this does indicate the possibility or the desire for a commitment, all right? Here with the Nine of Cups here and the Queen of Pentacles, I do see that in a lot of ways you do satisfy this person, you do inspire this person, and this person does see your worth. And I do see, if you've been wondering, if you've been feeling as if this person wasn't taking you seriously, with the Three of Pentacles here, I do see a very likely possibility that this situation will turn around as you choose to fight for this connection in the month of November. For a lot of you, this will lead to commitment around Sagittarius season, and you will also reach a more productive place within your life and within the stage of this relationship, where you'll not only be celebrating each other's worth and being thankful for each other in your life, but you'll also be working on what satisfies you as individuals. And in this way, the relationship will become very balanced for you both. Okay. Now, for those of you going back to those that are not in a relationship or a connection at present, I do see that communication for you will pick up regarding this situation. With this 10 of Wands in the upright, what needs to be done right now is that you need to put the situation to bed. All right, you just need to take a break from communicating with this person. I'm sensing that if you're waiting on a correspondence from someone regarding a project, regarding a job, possibly, this person may have gotten overwhelmed. They may have had some sort of crisis or emergency or something that overwhelmed them to where they were not able to fulfill their responsibilities regarding work as easily as usual. Okay, so this is just a temporary delay. I do see that they are very interested in working with you. You should have no issues with trusting this person or with this person having any I don't see any toxic behavior here. I don't see any dishonesty. And I do believe that you both will sign a contract or come to some sort of agreement that will be satisfactory to you and that will compensate you substantially according to the way that you deserve to be compensated. All right. So I do see things working out in your favor. Um, Now I'm going to pull a few cards for singles. What's going on for my single Tauruses in the month of November? What are my messages for my singles in the month of November? All right. So here with the Five of Cups in the upright, just going to move some of these cards out of the way here. So the first card that we have that's come up is the Five of Cups. All right. And that does indicate that you may be getting over a disappointment. You may be getting over something that did not work out. And I believe that this is just in general in your life, Taurus. This may just have to do with your outlook on life. And at this moment, it may be rather pessimistic. Now, this could have to do with a disappointment in love, or it could just be that you are not satisfied with the way that your life is currently going. All right, that you're not satisfied with your own progress in life, or it could have to do with disappointments outside of the area of love, in the area of career, or in the area of finance, that you may be feeling pulled down either by your responsibilities, perhaps not being able to pay the bills as well, and you may not feel like you have a lot of support around you at this time. Okay, so in addition to that, we also have the Two of Swords here, the Eight of Wands, all right, in the reverse, and the Three of Wands. Okay, and so this represents that the reason why, for a lot of you, the reason that you have not seen the progress in your life, specifically in your love life, is because you have not taken the initiative. You have not reached out. I see a lot of you possibly being afraid of being controlled, being afraid of being hurt by a person. But I do believe there is someone in your line of interest. There is someone that you do have interest with, or that you do have an interest to get to know. And you may be hesitant to do that. You may be hesitant to approach this person. You may be feeling like, what's the use? And you may also feel tired and drained from previous disappointments as well. But here with the Eight of Wands in reverse, this definitely does represent a choice to not communicate your feelings, to not communicate desires, or not to reach out to someone that may have caught your eye. Okay. Also here with the Three of Wands, I do see that it is time for you to make a choice. Both the Two of Swords and the Three of Wands are cards that cover choices, that have to do with choices that we make in our life. Okay, and with the Two of Swords here, I see that you are almost ignoring the positive in a situation. You're almost like counting on the negative, counting that you'll be disappointed, and kind of forgetting that there are many different possibilities in life, that not everything leads to negativity, not everything leads to disappointment, and that if you do choose to take the leap to reach out to this person, you may be pleasantly surprised. All right. So we also do have here in your reading the Page of Cups. And with the Page of Cups present in your reading, especially as this is the love segment for singles in this reading, I do see a new love offer or a love interest being made available to you in the month of November. So for some of you, this might start out as friendships, or this may be platonic. It may be a offer just to hang out with some friends, to get to know some new faces. But for some of you, I really do feel, for the majority of you actually, that this has to do with a love offer. Okay, so with the Page of Cups, this is a lighthearted offer. This may be an invitation to go out on a date, to do something fun, to get to know people. All right. And with the Page of Cups, I do also see your faith, and your aspirations to be loved, that faith and that hope, that there is someone out for you, being renewed. So this Five of Cups energy is only momentary, it's temporary, and it will be leaving your life fairly shortly. I do feel that a new love offer will be coming in for you guys around the end of November, okay? All right, so any more messages for my Taurus singles? All right, so immediately what came out for you here was the Judgment card. All right, so you do want to make sure that you are being cautious who you let into your life, okay? Even though you may have a new love offer coming in, make sure that you are cautious, Taurus. Make sure that you are discerning of who you let into your life. And, make sure that you also don't trust people too easily. So you want to make sure that you go slow with this new love offer, that you don't get caught up in the glitz and the glamour of new love, to the point where you forget that trust is earned. And I think the message here is that you want to make sure that you do go slow, that you do allow this person to earn your love, okay? And to not give them everything all at once, so that they don't become complacent and treat you poorly in the process, okay? Also, here with the Temperance card in reverse, I do see that there is a transformation in your life that is not completely finished yet, Taurus, okay? So there is something that needs to change, possibly in the area of relationships, or possibly a lesson, a transformation within your life that has not fully taken place yet, that will be taking place in the area of relationships. And here, with the Justice card in the upright, I do believe that you will be learning a lot of lessons on how you want to be treated, okay? On how you need to be treated. So you may be facing a karmic partner, in your next go round of relationships. You may be facing some lessons, or have to set some clear, hard boundaries with others on how you expect to be treated in your connections. Here with the Eight of Swords in reverse, I do see that this has been difficult for you in the past. You may have possibly in the past in your relationships accepted less than what you deserved, but you are going to be ending that karmic cycle, and you are going to be speaking your mind in your relationships. Taurus, you're going to be vocalizing how it is that you want it to be, that you want to be treated. And I also see you not accepting that which is less than what you deserve. Okay, so here another card that popped out for your reading was the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. So I do see you ending some karmic cycles that has to do with you accepting treatment that's basically comes from your upbringing, that comes from negative cycles that you may have learned at home when you were very young. And they may be things that you're not even aware that you act on. They may be cycles that you're not even aware that you are implementing in your daily life, especially in the area of relationships. So sometimes when we're in a home, or when we're raised in a home environment which is toxic, or that does not have our best interest in mind, when we're surrounded by those when we're very young that may have manipulated us, or may have treated us poorly, we attract people of that same energy into our life because it's what we know, it's what we're familiar with, all right? And you may have attracted people into your life in the past or even at present who are manipulative, and this may be why you have such a hard time trusting in love. You may fear your power getting taken away from you, which is why you might also be very stubborn, okay? So, this may be why you are being stubborn, or why are very, you stick to your guns in your relationships. And sometimes that can cause hardships just as much as it can make us feel safe at other times as well, okay? So, right now you are going to be setting those standards for how you want to be treated. You are going to be walking away from relationships that don't serve you. You might also be going on multiple dates in the month of November, Taurus, all right? And you might have, a few different people to pick from. And if so, you will be choosing those that meet your standards, who are more along the lines of how you want to be treated, all right? So, that is your love reading for the month of November, and we're going to move on to the area of career and finance in your life. All right. So the first card that came up for you was the Tower in reverse. All right. And right next to that, we have the Ace of Swords also in the reverse. Okay, so what these cards tell me right now is that you are going to go through a surprise, a change, possibly a sudden change in the area of finance and career. And it's going to be in a way that you would not have expected, okay? So especially while Uranus is in Taurus, this transit, there are a lot of unpredictable things that will take place for Taurus placements, things that you may not have expected, and also some things that may force you to accept change, which is something as a Taurus that you may have a little bit of. It might be a challenge for you, it might be something that you struggle with doing, but this is only to expand you and to expand your trust in the universe, okay? So we also have here the Six of Cups. So right now you might be in a career situation where you are not accepting change. There may be changes in staffing at work. There may be changes as far as in work dynamics. They might even be offering to promote you, Taurus, and because it's not in your norm, because this is not what you're used to, because the job description might be different from the type of jobs that you're used to taking, you might actually be resisting this change, even if it's positive. And so here with the Six of Cups, I also do see that there will be someone in your life, or there is someone in your life that is currently offering to help you, okay? And the universe is asking that you do accept this help. Here you also have the Five of Pentacles in the reverse and the Magician in the reverse. So there's a couple messages for you here, Taurus. Firstly, with the Six of Cups here, right next to this Five of Pentacles, this person was sent in your life to help you. Or if you haven't met them yet, someone will be sent in your life to help you in the area of career, in the area of finance. And this is where you want to make sure that you do not allow, your strong-willed nature or stubbornness to get in your way from accepting this assistance. For some of you, this may hint at or basically show a need to accept some financial support or assistance as well. This might mean unemployment. For some of you, this might mean applying for welfare. For some of you, this might mean simply accepting financial assistance or help in a way that may make you feel as if you're not completely in control. But this person or this opportunity was sent to you. For some of you, this may be a group, or it might be a charity group, a group that helps people. If you've had some sort of tragedy in your life that's occurred and you need assistance, a loss of a loved one, a loss of a home, or for those of you who may have possibly been displaced because of the things that have happened this year, It's really important that you are willing to accept help. This is help that the universe is sending to you. So don't think of yourself as accepting help from people. Think of yourself as accepting help from the universe here. And with this Five of Pentacles, it is very important that you do accept this help because it'll be keeping you from having to struggle, from having to be in situations that'll be a detriment to you, that may even set you back, okay, Taurus? And with the way that you work so diligently and with the hard work that you do, the last thing that you deserve to happen to you is to have your progress set backwards, okay? Also, here with the Magician card, you may be resisting a help or resisting an assistance that you prayed for, that you've manifested, all because you're not happy with the way that this assistance is being offered to you. So, for some of you, you are actually, if you reject this help, you are rejecting the materialization of a manifestation that you've been praying for, that you've been manifesting, and you'll be sending a blessing away that you've asked for. All right. Also, here with the Magician in the reverse, some of you are not getting this help. Some of you may be currently in a hard time because you are meant to manifest a solution, because you are meant to manifest an improvement on your financial situation and in the area of career in your life. And once you start writing down your goals, writing down those things that you wish to see happen in your life, you're going to see a lot of very quick improvement as well. So the universe does want you to start learning how to manifest if you don't manifest already, or if you do, get a candle, write down your goals, and make sure that you work on manifesting so that those goals come true. Get a vision board, or a place where you can post up pictures of what you'd like your life to look like, what you would like to wear to work, what you would like the area or the field that you would like to work in, or just visualize yourself happy and satisfied in your field of interest or in your dream occupation, and visualize that every night before you go to bed. And that is going to help you to manifest the things that you would like to see come to fruition in your life. Okay, so I also have pulled a few other cards for you here. All right, and here we do have the Devil card in the upright, the Ace of Cups in reverse, the Knight of Wands in the upright, and the Hermit card. All right. So what this is showing to me is that you do have some negative or toxic traits or possibly toxic people around you that may be draining you at this time. Okay. So it is very important, especially with the Hermit card here. You may be dealing with a Virgo or someone with Virgo placements. For others of you, you may be dealing with a Capricorn. All right. Or they could be a water sign. Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, all right? But I am seeing here that there is some toxicity either in your place of work or with someone in your personal life that you do need to remove from your life, or that you do need to separate yourself from, because it is having an emotional impact on you, and that is affecting your enthusiasm, that is affecting your willingness to manifest your dreams, and the energy that you have to put in to those manifestations. So here with the Devil in the reverse, I am seeing you needing to remove yourself from a toxic attachment, a toxic tie. For some of you, this may represent negative thoughts or things that people may have said to you in your past. People may have discouraged you from living out your dreams, and you may still have the things that they've said or unkind remarks, in your head, stuck in your head, and they might be things that you remember. Oh, you can't do this, or you're not good enough at this to really be able to do this in your life, or maybe you can't make money off of that. Off of that field or off of that field of interest. And I do want you to be aware that you are putting a lot of energy, you're putting a lot of store, a lot of investment into what these people have said, and you're not investing as much into what you think, into how you feel. Here with the Knight of Wands, I do see these things that you want in your life come rushing towards you when you start putting more belief in yourself. Because your issue right now, Taurus, is mainly that you are putting more stock and more store into what other people are doing for you than what you're doing for yourself. You're putting more investment and more of an emotional investment into how others feel about you and about your success, and even how successful others might think you are, versus how you think about yourself and what you think about yourself, all right, and your progress. You might even be one to look on Instagram and to kind of, compare your life to others, or to say, oh, I wish my life was like that, when you see someone who looks really successful. And one thing that you need to remember is just that, everyone is different. And just because someone looks as if they might have a nice car or a nice relationship, or, the most beautiful life on the outside, does not mean that that is the reality that they are living day to day. Because one thing about social media, one thing about Instagram and other social media platforms, is that we get to post whatever we like. We never post the things that we don't like. We don't post the things that about our lives that we don't wish for people to see. All right. So you never know what's going on behind closed doors, and we're all human. So none of our lives are perfect. And, it's quite possible that some of these people could be looking at your life or certain aspects of your life where they're lacking, and wishing the same things about themselves, that they could be like you. Okay. So you want to make sure that you're not comparing yourself to anyone. You want to make sure that you are sticking on your own path, all right? And that you are doing the things that make you happy, okay? So I am going to pull a few more cards for you here. And I do see, as you start to invest in yourself emotionally, Taurus, as you start to value your own opinion and really go with your inner guide, connecting with your intuition and making decisions based on how you feel about yourself versus how other people feel about yourself, that there will be a career offer, that things in your life will begin to stabilize and materialize in ways that you hadn't seen them before. Now, here with the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse, I do see that there may be some very unconventional offers that you're given. Your dreams may not play out, or your manifestations may not play out in exactly the way that you see them. Or the way that you expect for them to materialize. They may come to you in ways that seem very outside of the box. So make sure that you're not boxing yourself in. Make sure that you are not limiting the universe in how it can bless you, or how you're going to receive those blessings. But also, here with the Wheel of Fortune and the Chariot present, it is up to you to close this cycle of, just not believing in yourself. There will be opportunities where other people might try to force their input on you, but it is really important that you do put the focus on you. With this Chariot here, as long as you focus and are persistent on your goals, I do see you facing a lot of progress and making a lot of success happen for yourself in the month of November. All right. Also, one thing that you want to keep in mind is that you want to make sure that you're pacing yourself and not expecting everything to come to fruition right away. All right. So there may be some things that take more time than others to materialize, and more time than others to happen for you. But make sure that you are not allowing that to make you feel discouraged, because everything will happen in due time. Okay. So I'm going to also pull an oracle card for you guys to see what messages the universe has for you for the month of November. All right. So the card you received was Aina Vision, Way of the Divine Feminine Revealed. All right. And Taurus, you are one of the representations of the Divine Feminine, as a feminine sign, also ruled by Venus. This is the card of Venusian energy. This is the card of the divine feminine. All right. So the universe is asking that you also celebrate yourself, that you take time to care for yourself and to focus on and cultivate your femininity, to be in touch with yourself and with your femininity, with your divine feminine. Even if you are masculine or if you identify more with masculinity or masculine identity, we both have we all have duality within us. We all have masculine and feminine within us. And it is important that you get in touch with your feelings, that you get in touch with your feminine energy as well. And that doesn't mean that you have to dress feminine or wear makeup or wear skirts, but it's about getting in touch with your intuition on a deeper level, getting in touch with nurturing yourself, with your nurturing side, and with your emotions. And really getting in touch with your inner self so you have a deeper connection to self. And that is what the universe is calling you to do at this time, Taurus, is to create a deeper connection with self and to also be in touch with your divine feminine. For those of you who do identify as feminine or with the feminine more so than the masculine, that you take time to make yourself look pretty, that you take time to celebrate yourself, to celebrate your womanhood if you do identify as female, or to celebrate your femininity in general, all right? To make sure that you are respecting yourself as a woman and that you are treating yourself the way that you would want others to treat you, especially in the area of relationships. All right. So, Taurus, thank you so much for tuning in. That is your reading for the month of November. Make sure that you do contact me if you are interested in getting a personal reading from me. I also offer astrological services as far as synastry reports, natal chart readings. So if you are interested on getting a reading based on a relationship and based on your natal chart or with any other intuitive reading or guidance, just feel free to contact me by my email. Also, a great way to follow and keep up with what I'm doing is on Twitter, where I'm regularly active on my page doing readings for my followers. And also, just putting out little pointers, little tidbits of information for you guys so that you can have something to help you along life's way. All right. Make sure that you like this video, subscribe to this channel so you can be the first to know about the amazing pick a card readings that I'll be putting on my channel soon for you guys, as well as your monthly horoscope readings, so you won't have to keep checking back to the page. You'll be one of the first to be notified. All right. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. I love you all, and I will talk to you